My life was in grave danger this morning, and it was all because of my bullet journal. This is a very important lesson I learned today, and so important, I want to share it with all of you. So, first, I'm going to start with an explanation of a bullet journal, knowing that you might not all be familiar with bullet journal and what a bullet journal is. I'm just going to share a short tidbit of my bullet journal. So, bullet journals can be used in a lot of different ways. You can use them to create to do lists. You can use them to create pages of gratitude where you write down the things that you're gratitude for and inspire more gratitude in your life. I've used it to create an inspiration for reading. So I've created a page of all the books that I want to read this year, and where I put in the titles of the books and I write them down and rank them as I read them because I want to challenge myself to read a bit more. I also have a page that is my 60-day challenge to myself. It is a bingo card that I created. It is at the base of why my life was in grave danger today. And I'm going to share that with you. So this is my 60-day challenge. And I put in here things that matter to me and things that I know help me in my life. And as I do each of these challenges, I color them in, a fun little thing that I do. And so up here on the top, you'll see it says take a bubble bath. That is our topic here today. And I am going to share with you how this bullet journal and that little square had my life in grave danger today. So I haven't taken a bubble bath literally in years. I was very excited for this. I have some time. It's just my time. Nobody's here. I went upstairs. I started to fill the tub with the hot water. I got my nice, cozy robe. In my mind, in my memory bank, I remember and I know what these bubble baths are like. For me, they are relaxing, and my whole body's going to melt into relaxation. You know, if you're a bubble bath person out there, you know what I'm talking about. So I'm starting to fill the tub and the water's really hot. It's really hot. And I'm just thinking about how delicious this is going to be. And I grab some loofah and I grab some nice scented body bath soap. I have one of those like fizzy bowls, bath bombs or whatever they call them. And I've got that ready to go in the tub. And I kind of put my feet in the tub as I'm waiting for it to fill. And, you can almost feel where I'm at. You could feel this is going to be great. I'm going to just sink into this tub. And as I'm standing there with my feet in there, I'm like, oh, this is a little hot. I'm putting a little bit of cold, making this temperature perfect. And I'm just feeling like, this is like going to be so great. And I start to notice this little bit of a yellow tinge coming into the water. I was like, oh, and I'm thinking, maybe it's the sun coming in the window because my shower curtain's a little bit beige. And I look and I'm like, no, it's not that. Maybe it's just the reflection off the tiles in my wall because they're also a little bit beige. No, nope, it's not that. I look down and that's it. 0 to 1,000. My water is not clear. Like, it is not clear water. What's coming out is starting to spread in my tub, and I can see this. Oh my gosh, get out of the tub. I am out of the tub. What is happening? Oh my gosh. Our water supply on the planet Earth is ruined. Oh my gosh, I am going to peril tonight. What does brown water mean? I run downstairs, I get my phone, I start Googling brown water in my bathtub. And I'm reading everything and I'm kind of starting to get a little panicked. And I'm like, is it just hot water? Is it the cold water? I don't know. Run back upstairs and now I've got glasses with me and I'm like, what does my black hot water look like? What is my, oh my gosh. I'm like, what does this mean? And I am like, here, I am in fear. My brain, my reptilian brain has launched this massive attack saying, we are in danger. Our life is in danger because the water coming out of your spigot is not clear. Run downstairs to the kitchen sink. Okay, okay. Cold water's coming out clear. Hot water's not clear. Okay, okay. So now I start to think about this, and now I start to come back into myself. I start to say to myself, okay, breathe for a second, right? So I just did that. I took myself from here, fear, and brought myself down here into my belly, into my lower body. I'm going to share with you what my water looked like so you can fully understand the extent of the danger that I'm in and why I was so completely panicked, right? Okay, so this right here, this is my cold water. Ready for it? Here it comes. It's going to freak you the heck out. This is my hot water. Now, realizing it's hard to see because I'm standing behind it, let me just make sure I put the white paper here. Can you see this? Whoa. Oh. Can you see that? Like, okay. I have to kind of laugh at myself a little bit, which I'm sure you're laughing too. My life was not really in danger, right? Okay, what is the extent of the brown in this water, right? I'm probably not going to perish tonight. I do have to probably have my hot water heater looked at because it seems like there may be sediment or something in there. But yeah, I'm not going to peril tonight. And so I wanted to share this because I look back on it and I laugh. There's a couple of things to look at in this whole situation. Number one, when I had that fear, I immediately released adrenaline in my body. And so your body is going to react to those situations. So in my reptilian brain, I had a fear. And that fear was immediately, my water is not clear. And it brought me from that in like 5 seconds to I am going to perish and the water supply on the planet Earth is done. And that's because I worry about that. I worry about our Earth and what we need to take care of it. So there's probably some truth in there, but is it today and is it my bathtub? And do I have to run and knock on all the doors of my neighbors' houses and everybody get out, everybody drink your water, don't drink your water, don't take a shower. I could sit back a minute and move out of that fear. So here I'm in adrenaline, I'm in fear. I take a breath, pull myself back in. I kind of come into my belly and I can think more rationally. So there's actually some scientific data behind it. And I am not a scientist by any stretch of the imagination, but I can tell you what happens is there's a vagus nerve that goes from your brain down your body. And when you're in fear, when you think something is going to endanger your life, what happens is your mind and your body is going to send your body into a stress mode. And your body is going to send itself what it needs. So you need the adrenaline. You need all your limbs to be ready to fight. You need to fight. Everything that you don't need to fight, it's not going to focus on. You're in complete adrenaline. You're stressed. You're only here. You're not thinking rationally because you're just going to protect yourself. That's all you're going to do. Take that deep breath, not even a chest breath, a belly breath. You're bringing the air into your belly, taking yourself out of the fear, settling yourself down. And if you go out and Google parasympathetic system and sympathetic system, say it again. So you got a parasympathetic versus sympathetic, or simply Google vagus nerve, VAGUS. And you can definitely get some great explanations because that's what I have done. And it'll tell you how your system's going to react. So when you breathe into that belly, you're going to release oxytocin. Eventually, I did that. Eventually, I realized, what are you doing, Lorraine? Like, you're really getting a little bit crazy here. Like, let's take a second to really assess the situation. Your life is not in grave, immediate danger. Pull yourself out, come back down, and take a look at the situation. The other thing is, my poor little bullet journal did not cause my danger. This was not the cause of my fear. This is not, it's not my bullet journal's fault because it said take a bath that I ended up, thinking I was going to perish today. It also isn't my water's fault that the fear is there. We control what we think and we control our minds. Our minds belong to us. The committee in my brain went into complete chaos. Oh my God, we're going to die. Our water is brown. Like all these like characters in my head are running around like crazy. We control that. So you and I can sit back and say, okay, everybody sit down. Let's just talk this out. Let's just figure out what's going on. And it's a much better place to be in. My body is going to function so much better from a place of calm where I have oxygen spreading, kind of freely through my body. It's not all here. I'm not going to be like, ugh. And I have to think about this all the time. So I'm wondering, can you relate to this? You're driving down in traffic and somebody, changes lanes and they come in front of you. My life is in danger because you came in front of me. It's your fault. What did you do? You're crazy. And I'm sure you may have other words and you're pointing to that person. But really, the person changed lanes. The person came in front of you. They're driving faster than you would like them to. All right. Hey, go on. Be your own. Conversations with people, your partners, your family, your friends, just things that trigger us to immediately go into our fight, flight, or freeze modes. Are you aware of them? How do they run your life, or how do you take control of them? I'm still working on it clearly every day. I mean, I thought this water was, going to be the source of my demise in 30 seconds. And I thought all my neighbors needed to be warned immediately, which is like, I gotta crack myself up. That's like completely ridiculous. Sure, we have to look into it. Yeah, I gotta figure out what's going on there. And I don't know, maybe there is more to it. But that's not my point today. My point is, where are you approaching the world? Where are you approaching everything that happens in your life? Almost like every minute of your life. Are you living here in fear, or are you allowing the oxytocin to be released in your system that is life affirming, right? That is allowing you to sit and really be part of that situation. How can this help you in every aspect of your world? I hope it does. I hope that you take some time to take a look into it. I was mind blown when I learned about the parasympathetic versus sympathetic systems. Mind blown when I learned about, okay, don't breathe from here, literally breathe from your belly, literally bring the air in and extend your abdomen and retract your abdomen, and just you feel it in your body. And so I'm not going to continue to go on for 1,000 years. I will wrap this up by saying bullet journals are really, really cool. I am better for having this silly little chart. I have taken the yoga class. I've made a cup of moon milk. I have had a day that was 100% gluten-free. I went for a walk in the woods. Things that you do, but you don't do them as often as you should, right? These are your favorite things, but when do you actually get out there and do them? It's crazy how this little chart is making me do all the things that I just put off. So, try out a bullet journal. And if you go to my website, beingunique.com, www.beingunique.com, and there is, I think the icon comes up over here. There's a little icon. If it's not there, it's here. And I call it the Lady Bee. And you could click through to my website. There actually is a blog post on bullet journals, so you can get an idea of where to buy them, where to get the tools for them, different ideas for pages, and just thoughts on how you can create the most effective bullet journal for you. So with that, I hope I helped to brighten your day in some way. Please share, please like, please follow. I would appreciate that, but I would like you to share because I learn from you. So share with me your thoughts about this. Share with me your thoughts about when you had a situation like I did of sheer utter panic and how you walk through it, because maybe what you share with me is going to help me. Not maybe, it will. You will help me in the next time I come into this situation, because it's not always easy to sit back and consciously move yourself where you need to go. You have to practice it over and over again and learn it and understand it. So share. All right, please share. And hopefully this helps you live your life your way, because the world needs the authentic you. Have a good day.